Do you want your video call setup to look as slick as this? I promise you, we're only going to use a fairly cheap, accessible kit. Let me take you through it bit by bit. So this is a fairly typical view from a laptop webcam. It's a particularly unflattering shot. The laptop's on the desk in front of me. The screen is angled back with the inbuilt webcam, which means it's pointing up towards the ceiling. You can see up my nose. It's a particularly unflattering shot. The picture is grainy because there's low light in here, and the sound is thin and open because it's the inbuilt microphone. So let's see what we can do to improve this. Okay, so the first thing I've done, and the simplest thing anyone can do, is change the angle that your webcam is looking at you from. So I've raised up my laptop just on a couple of boxes on the desk in front of me. I've straightened the angle of the screen in front of me so it's still comfortable to look at. But now the camera is looking at me straight on and I'm not seeing the ceiling and I'm not looking up my nose. Now I've added a simple USB ring light. They generally come with 3 colour temperature settings: warm, cool and something in between the two, which is supposedly daylight. That's what this is set on. They're generally not very powerful, so you have to have them quite close and strike a balance between being able to see yourself and then being overexposed. And also beware if you've got glasses. If you do wear glasses, you will see the ring light reflect there. The way to avoid that is to raise the light up higher and angle it down towards yourself. Next up, I've added a mic. Again, USB for simplicity. It could be a desktop variety like this one, or a lavalier, otherwise known as a tie clip mic. I'm now using the best camera most of us already have, a smartphone. This is an iPhone XS Max, so it's not even the latest model, but I am using the rear-facing camera. Now the new upcoming Mac OS is going to make it much easier to use your iPhone as a webcam, but until that drops, or if you're on PC, you're going to need to use some bridging software, something like Epoch Cam, or I'm using here Reincubate Camo. So things are looking pretty good now, right? Well, there's still 1 or 2 more things we can tweak. Okay, so now I've added a little bit more ambient lighting in the room, some practical light behind me, and I've changed the view of the camera so I've got a more interesting backdrop. I'm also positioned in the frame slightly differently to give a more interesting framing as well. My eyes are a third of the way down and my body's a third of the way in. So this looks altogether better. Let's have a look back now at where we started. This is better, right?